The human existence has always been one of work, scavenging for food, fighting wars, or just going to the assembly line. Leisure is not a priority. But in order to live happy lives, time has to be made for it. But how? How do we do that when we live in cities? When we do the same routine and fight crowds of people every day? The answer is simpler than it may appear. We just leave them. The ancient Romans were among the first people to recognize this need to get out of the city and to better fulfill their lives in other ways. However, not every Roman could afford to take a retreat outside of the city. That is something only the wealthiest of the Romans could afford to do, and even the wealthiest only took them in times of peace and in times of prosperity. This retreat, away from the city, became known as a villa, both in ideology and physical place. Here, at these villas, they would have odium, or purposeful leisure. You are still relaxing, but you're not wasting your time. A famous Roman poet wrote it as, "In leisure, a mind does not know what it wants. Quintus Aeneas, 230 BC. Opposed to odium is negodium, or work. Negodium is something that needs to be done, not necessarily something that wants to be done. These two concepts helped inspire the villa and the culture that surrounds it. To better understand the villa, we have to look towards Pliny the Younger, a wealthy Roman landowner who described his villas in great detail through letters he had wrote. One such villa that Pliny the Younger describes is his Villa Laurentitia, on the coast near Rome. Known today as a Villa Maritima, this home away from home gave Pliny the Younger a chance to experience the breaking waves right in front of him. Or, if he desired, he could enjoy the large swimming pool, any of the two steam rooms, the gymnasium, or just go to sleep in one of the steam-heated bedrooms. This villa showed his wealth. It showed the extravagance that goes into these homes. In modern times, the Gilded Age railroad tycooner Cornelius Vanderbilt also built one of his many vacation homes by the sea. The Breakers in Newport, Rhode Island is a modern-day Villa Maritima, built not only as a way for Vanderbilt to go on vacation, but also as a way to flaunt his wealth and his power. The extravagant design and attention to detail, combined with the fact that this was meant to be a retreat away from his working life, makes this a true villa. Back in Roman times, and the time of Pliny the Younger, villa culture was still evolving, and in these early villas, the themes of nature and odium were both extremely important. In addition to having a villa on the sea, Pliny also had a villa in the mountains, to help him appreciate the natural beauty of the land. It is here at his Villa Tusci that he would do most of his writing, while slaves tended to the crops and the vineyards. It is a voluptuous experience to look down on this scene from the mountain. You seem to be seeing not real land, but rather a painted scene of exceptional beauty, and wherever the eye turns it is refreshed by its variety and precision. Pliny the Younger, in one of his letters. In every part, the villa is made for you to feel like one with nature. Yet it makes it very clear you're not living in it. The villa to some, however, represented more than just a retreat. It's a reflection upon themselves. Hadrian, the Roman emperor from 117 to 138, built a villa with a scale and extravagance not seen before. Only ruins now thanks to centuries of non-preservation. This villa was made to represent the civilization he had once ruled. Hadrian greatly admired Greek culture and made it show through the Greek architecture present in the site. However, Roman ideals, through the villa itself, was at the forefront of this home. Another setting with Greek-inspired architecture. also makes a nod to the ideals of a Roman villa. In the late 1800s, plantations in the South could be called a villa. While they are technically not retreats away from the working life of its wealthy owner, they are still country homes, with slaves cultivating the huge amounts of manicured land. And at least for the owners, their families, and their friends, it is made to feel like a retreat within nature.